Welcome to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. This show is all about honoring you as a spiritual being, having a human experience. You are here for a reason, and it's no mistake that you are here on Earth right now. Spirit has guided you to this very moment in time, so you could hear the messages Pam is about to share with you. She is a multidimensional healer, light language channel, transformation coach, wife and mother, committed to helping you discover the tools and practices to empower you to live the best life you can. You get to choose the spirit path you take. You can connect to the spiritual guidance already all around you. Get ready to live a fully empowered life. This is the Empower Me Show.
And it is the Empower Me Show, and I am Pam Bright, your host for this beautiful program that's been going on. 2023, I think it'll be 3 years. That's amazing. Actually, this is my third year. We started in 2021. And actually, I've been going strong with my business since 2020. And this is just such a great format for learning about how to be in the world of spirit and humanity at the same time. And that's really the focus for this particular show, is empowerment and using our tools, techniques, and tips that will enable us to really live our lives full out. And so that's what this show is really dedicated to for you, the audience, you, the participants, you, my tribe, as I like to call you. It's a new term that has been going around for a while, maybe not new to some of you, but I have been not used to using that word, but I'm starting to really like that idea of a tribe of people that support each other and create a community. And so that's what we're doing here at the Empower Me Show, is creating community. And I love that. And that's why I brought my dearest new friend, who's not so new anymore, Kathy Sherwood, in as part of my team, as part of my spiritual support, my coaching support, and my sisterhood. And so I'm so glad to have you, Kathy, here at the Empower Me Show with me and with all of our listeners. And we are going to go right into this hour because it goes quick, folks. But we're going to bring lots and lots of juicy content into this hour and really look at what does it mean to bring support, true support, into our lives. And as we do that, as I always do in every show, we're going to start with a grounding meditation so that you can center into the truth of who you are as spirit in form. If you can, go ahead and close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes because that gives the body system a message that it's time to release all external noise and really go within and listen to our own heart, really our own heart. So what is your heart needing today? That's what I'd like you to focus on with this meditation is, what does my heart need in this moment in time? And so as we close our eyes, and if you can't close your eyes because you're driving or you're busy doing something that requires your concentration, then know that you will get whatever comes through me from the light beings for your empowerment. So go ahead, take a nice deep breath in from your belly, feeling that that breath is actually coming in to your belly from the earth. She is our core. She is our mama. She is our light that comes in from her core up to us. And so I invite her now to come in through our breath and come in through our feet and up into our bodies. And you can just imagine that there are roots coming from your feet all the way down into her, wrapping around her core crystals that live in her, keeping her alive and rotating properly and accessing all of who she is for us. And as we feel her energy coming up through our roots and our feet, we listen to these tones that I'm about to do through me from the beings of all light and love from Source. Anasada ita deru, araseta teru, arasera hina ye anehi, anasana ye hina. Anasanai. Feel her coming all the way up your legs now, up into your torso. Anasanai. Anai. Anai. Naye. Sounds like we have some beautiful Native American elders as well that are singing through me for you, that are really connected to the Earth Mother. Anasana yehi, nana, hana yehi, ayahu. Bring that energy up to your heart space now, filling up your whole body. Anahi, 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 anahi. Having that energy go through your arms and your fingers, and then coming all the way up to the top of the head. And now we're bringing those beautiful angels in. Narayehu, anawehi, anawehi, ayawe, alatahi, udahi, uda, unahiye, unahiye, wanahi. Anasanekat anakisadabetu anamade inda. We invite all of our guides, teachers, and angels in now to this vortex that we've created in this space, and we ask that all of you that are guiding us, give us your words of wisdom for this hour, that we're together and beyond, really beyond into the rest of our lives together, knowing that as we connect heart to heart and soul to soul, we are absolutely supported in every way. Nasara etara etara maitiki ama de daizaro domaiti. Anaki asada ki chena maki. No sena mayeke ala chena tini ni mayesa. Naki sana maki. Noye sana meki anamaike a. Oh yes. And in this last couple seconds, I invite you to ask for what you need. knowing that it will be given to you at the right time and in the right way. And with a divine breath, I now invite you back into this space and feeling your body. You might want to move it around a little bit so that you get back in fully and then open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am so grateful that you're here. We are a couple weeks away from those of you who celebrate Christmas, and it is an exciting time for many, and some people are not having such a great time. And so I really want to extend my heart out to you who are having a hard time this time of year. And to my family, I give a special heart blessing to you. And knowing that our dad, and your husband, Mom, is watching over us right now. So this is to Jerry. This is to Mom, Nancy. This is to Laura Lee and Dave. And this is to myself as well, Pam. And we thank you, Dad, for watching over us. And I promise you, we will take care of everything that we need to as a family here. And so those of you who need to say a little blessing for yourself and a prayer, this is the time to do that, knowing that it'll be heard exactly as it's needed right now. So let's all take a nice deep breath. There we go. And we're back in this space. Welcome, my dear angel. Hello, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good,
So
good.
tell me, actually tell us, I know how we met, but tell those that are listening how we met and what you feel our connection is. What is our soul connection together?
That's a great question. Okay, so first of all, thank you very much for having me on, Pam. I'm very honored to be here. And second of all, I love that you are connecting everybody with their hearts right now, because this is precisely what I love to do. In particular, when we're nearing the end of a year and we can really focus forward on what we would love. That's something I absolutely cherish. And also, community and support. You are wrapping everything up into some very, very important pieces here, where I think that kind of ties into where our connection is. So
Awesome.
I am I'm a coach. I'm a spiritual life coach, and I started my journey with coaching through Awakened Academy. I both am a coach and was a student of their company, as well as worked with them through coaching their students and training and mentoring people in heart-centered sales. So teaching coaches and entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, how to get their services out to people in a way that is integrous and aligned with the truth of who they are. So with all that said, Pam and I have met through Awaken Academy. Your coaching certification came through the Academy as well. Pam was in a group that I was running, and very quickly we became very connected. Her focus in the group, she brought up her coaching, and I was very interested in learning a little bit more about what she does, not just coaching, but the services that she provides deeply. And so while Pam was being mentored by me, I also have been mentored by Pam. So there's a connection here of coming full circle. I believe it's really connected with I'm going to say this over and over again, but what I would love, what Pam would love, also with that heart connection. So creating what's going to be supportive and serving of community in a way that is collaborative.
I love it. Yes.
That's your question.
That's awesome. I love that.
Perfect.
So it's been said by several different avenues of the coaching world, but also in the spiritual communities that I'm connected to, that 2023 is really going to be about the we of the world. So the community coming together as collaborators. And this year I took on partnership. So I have my partnership crystals here that are they're totally connected. They are not going to come apart, and they love each other, and they remind me that I'm not in this alone. I'm not doing life alone. I gave that up a long time ago. And for those of you who feel like you're struggling with that, then I invite you to continue to listen to programs like this and remember that there's a lot of people on the earth right now. There's almost 8 billion people now on this earth. So if you think that you're alone, well, let me tell you again that that's just a perception. And just because you live physically alone does not mean that you're alone in any sense of the word. And so we invite you into our space right now to allow us to love you in your feeling of being alone. And we can support you in that in a way that will bring a new understanding, a new step forward, a new reality to you if you choose it. And so that's what I know I'm about. And I know that's what Kathy's about, is bringing that in. So with that, I want to let you know that this is a live show, which means that we want to hear from you. So you can do that several ways. You can call 1-800-930-2819 and talk to us directly. We would love to hear from you. Or you can chat on the chat line at Transformation Talk Radio, and we will get that message from you. I know that Facebook also has an avenue to connect in with us live, so we can hear from you that way. Or you can email me. I'll check my email in a minute to see if anybody's checked that. It's theempowermeshow@gmail.com. So anyway, so that's that aspect of our show. So tell me, Kathy, what have you been up to since leaving? Actually, before that, what made you decide? That's a good question. What made you decide to become a life coach?
That's a big question. Okay, I'll try to be succinct here. I had a business for 12 years. I was very good at it. It was interior decorating and painting. I'd created it from scratch, built a beautiful reputation, lots of success, and a big team. And in about 5 years in, I read a quote on a coffee cup that said, "Be careful what you're good at, because you might just end up doing it for the rest of your life." And that hit me like a ton of bricks. I was in good service. People really appreciated what I was doing, but I knew there was something more. Also, up until that point, for up until many years later, even, my spiritual life was very much my own private life. I had not shared it much with people. I didn't have community that I could be part of. So I did feel very much alone in my spiritual life. Over the years, I didn't like what I was doing more and more and more with my profession. And I kept getting the nudges, the voice within telling me that I needed to do something more meaningful. I always love helping people, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't listen because I let the ego get in the way and stop me from moving forward on my true path until I had a physical accident. So I was no longer able physically to continue running my business the way I had. So that abruptly stopped my income. That transformed so many areas of my life. I was experiencing a lot of loss. One of the main focuses was having a career that was meaningful. And bringing spirituality into my career. The possibility of aligning my spirituality, my spiritual self, the truth of who I am, with being of service to others and actually making it my career, if you will, was an absolute dream. Now, I found Awaken Academy without actually having an intention of becoming a coach. I didn't know that I wanted to do that. And actually, when I started pursuing it, looking into it, the idea of being any kind of a spiritual mentor really freaked me out. All the doubts came up. Like, who am I to even think that I could lead or support or mentor or guide people in a spiritual way? Anyway, this was the first time I can recall listening to my heart instead of my head. And I just knew that I had to enroll in the academy. I still didn't know if I wanted to be a coach. I just knew I had to enroll. And I let all of those voices go that said, you can't, all the reasons why I can't, and really truly listen to what would I love. And that's how I stepped into the academy. Now my journey through there has been quite an evolution. I've learned who I am. It's been such a transformation personally, but also for my purpose, my dharma. I finally really landed. I'm not going to tell you what my purpose is because I don't have a label for it, but I know I'm living my purpose just by the experience that I have now in life. So along the way, I evolved through that journey for my personal life and through really what I feel most passionate about and aligned with. And I have listened to the guidance and implemented what I hear. And it's been a test. Let's do this. I'm inspired by this. Let's go down this path. Some of the things work really well. Some of them I get to see that, no, that's maybe not what I want to do. But every step has been taking me to a much more fulfilling, rewarding, joyful, free lifestyle. So anyway, that's my path through Awaken Academy. I didn't have this is why I want to be a coach. I didn't ever have that. But am I living the dream by being a coach? I absolutely am.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. So we talk a lot in this program about life purpose and about listening to higher guidance. And that is perfect for this episode and really for our listeners who might be struggling a little bit with, why am I here? Who am I? What am I doing? Like, kind of floundering, right? Those of you who are in that spot, we understand. We've been there. And we are here to help you in any way that we can. We'd love to hear from you. We just would, because that's who we are. So you've got the number on the screen. I let you know that you can type it in the chat line if you want to, or you can email me. We're going to take a break so that we can give you that opportunity to do that. I also want to give you the opportunity to check out my website if you are looking for that perfect holiday gift for someone that you don't quite know what to get them. I've got some holiday specials on there that you'd love to check out, and I would love to give those to you as my gift to you. They are on sale. This is not a sales page, if you will, or even a sales show, but I wanted to let you know that if you're looking for a gift for that special someone. So we're going to take a break and we'll be back, and we're going to talk more about what is Kathy doing now with her life and what does she want to offer you as a person who is growing in the spiritual community and really wanting to explore your life purpose, really have fulfilling work, and anything else that Spirit wants to bring us as we take a break here. Okay, we'll be back in a couple minutes for you. Welcome back to the Empower Me Show. I'm Pam Bright, and I'm your host for this beautiful program that we call the Empower Me Show. And I'm here with my dear friend and soul sister, Kathy Sherwood. And I understand, have a caller on the line, Colton. Is that correct?
Yep, we have a caller here from Mount Lake Terrace.
Wonderful.
We can bring him on.
Yes, please. Hello, hello. Hello. Who's this?
Hi, am I on the air?
Yes, you are on the air. What's your name, my dear?
Hi, my name is Anita. How are you, Pam?
Anita, wonderful. Wonderful. Nice to meet you. So, can you spell your name for me so that I understand how it's spelled?
Anita.
Beautiful. Wonderful. So, you are here with Kathy Sherwood and Pam Bright. What can we do for you today?
Well, I was actually hoping I can get some prayer done for me today.
Wonderful. Okay. What's going on?
Coming up on the holidays, it's like you said earlier in the show, it's good for some, but for others, it can be a hard time, right?
Got it. So
Right.
you're having a hard time?
Well, when I was a young lady, my uncle, I don't want to get into details on your show, but I was molested as a young girl. Right? So, this brings back the memories as Christmas comes around. I feel all sorts of pain, and mentally, even physically at some points. And I was hoping, Pam, you can take the pain away from me this Christmas. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional over here.
Yeah, I understand. Well, those kind of traumas can last a while, and my heart goes out to you with that trauma. And what I do know is that prayer is amazing. It works sometimes when nothing else helps. And I absolutely would love to do some prayer with you here. And I'm sure that Kathy has some help as well that she would love to offer.
That would be awesome.
Yes. All right. So,
well, thank you.
Creator of all that is, we know that you are able to move into spaces within our body systems in our lives that go beyond time and space. And you're able to move into the places in us that are holding our biggest traumas. We now ask that all of the pain that Anita is feeling right now be subsided, be put on hold. We know that you can take away anything that is ready to be
away my
released.
pain. Oh, I feel all the pain he caused me coming away from me.
We know that you can handle anything that comes along for any of us.
Yes,
and so we now ask that this light language come through for Anita to give exactly
it's coming through.
Right Nana sana
it's coming through. I'm feeling amazing, Pam.
Ena sana ye uana ye Ena ya na ye. We go into the physical form. Nana ya senu nana sana
Oh, thank you, Pam. This is making me feel so much better.
We bring the angels in now to assist Anita in all of her well-being in her body, her mind, her emotions, her very life. And we create a vortex of love and light, joy and peace. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And allow these beings to just surround you now, filling you up with love and light. From the bottoms of your toes all the way up into every part of your body system. Allowing you to be cradled, having the arms of the angels wrapped around you, these wings of light. And Kathy, do you have anything to add for Anita today?
What I would say is that you are loved. Feel blessed. You're not alone. My heart is going out to you, Anita. We're sending you so much love.
We bless you. We love you. We are absolutely holding you in the perfection that you are. And we are sending every guide, teacher, and angel for you, every helper right now. Be well, sweetheart. Know that you're loved. Take care, sweetie. Thank you. All right, so we're back. So we just did a beautiful healing for Anita who called in. This is how it works, folks, is in the moment, we listen to the call. And that's my invitation to you that are listening right now to this transmission, this episode. Listen to the call of your heart. Listen to that still small voice inside of you that thinks, oh, am I on the right track? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing here? Am I being of service to myself and others? If that matters to you, that's what we are dedicated to, Kathy and I, is being a foundation, a holder of the vision for you, so that you can step right into that space. And yes, absolutely, I am a healer at heart. Down to my very toes, I am a healer as well. And so I create the space so that your healing can happen right now. And that's what we just got to witness in that space with Anita. So thank you for calling in, Anita. We love you. Anyone else that's calling in or writing in for us right now? Colton.
No one at the moment.
Okay. All right. So, Kathy, I understand that you have some things that you would like to share about the Academy with folks.
Absolutely. Well,
perfect time.
Yeah, actually, Pam, you know that a lot of, well, I don't know if you know, but I'm sure you know, a lot of people really are struggling with what their purpose is right now. Over the last couple of years, especially, so much turmoil and change and upheaval. And it's really brought people to that space of what am I here for in a bigger way than perhaps had been happening before. I know that the getting on my path was the greatest gift for my life that I could possibly imagine. And that's something that I am extremely passionate about helping people with. It may seem like a small step into a new life or a new path or a new idea, a new career, a new relationship. It might seem like a small step, but when you are aligned, when you're following what your heart is calling you to, it ends up creating massive results in your life. So what I'd love to share is, if anyone here is feeling inspired or interested, doesn't even need to be a commitment of any kind or a surety. You don't need that. But if anything is inspiring here, if you're looking for what is my purpose, and is something like the Awaken Academy supportive of that, I'd invite you to have a call with me through Awaken Academy to explore. I love helping people vision what their life could be and then help them see if there are any of those things that are standing in their way, that all of the talk that is not supportive of the truth of who we are, and then really help you create a plan that's going to get you moving on your path. One of my favorite things to do, really, Pam, is to help people take that initial step, because I know how difficult it is. And once you get that energy moving, the divine's going to come in and support you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
It's about creating that understanding, following an inspiration, and moving that energy so that you can then be whisked along to where you're meant to be.
Yes, I agree.
I'd love to have a conversation if anybody is interested in exploring what their purpose is, and or if something like coaching, spiritual life coaching, or being of service in a deep, meaningful way would be what is aligned with their path. I'd be happy to support that as well. So I invite conversations.
Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing. And you know what, if you do have a conversation with me and we feel like, yeah, this would be a great support, and we have something that we can offer you, then anybody that's scheduling through you, Pam, through Transformation Talk Radio, this episode will benefit from that. We'll have a savings for you.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you very much for this.
You're
So,
welcome.
folks, this is, as I've said before, this is not a sales pitch. Those of you who have those ears on, take them off, just set them aside. This is really heart to heart, right? We care about you. I care about you. Kathy cares about you. We are here because we are a force. We are a force in the world for transformation. That's our stand. I'm going to just say, I'm bringing you into the fold of that because I believe that that's true for you.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing you along to transform the world. And it starts with you. It starts with one person to say yes to what is going on inside of them.
Well, that's really the piece, right? We're all happiest when we're growing. Whether we're consciously aware of that or not, that is the nature of life, is to be expanding into more and more and more of who we are. And so we might not have clarity on what that looks like. But if you have an inspiration to something more or greater, or you can feel that something's not quite working, then there is another path for you. And gaining the clarity on that is one of the first steps. It's the most powerful step to creating, really bringing in what is meant for you. So I just really like helping people with that.
Absolutely. So just to give you guys a little story background, I think those of you who have been following me for a while have heard this, so it'll be a review for you. But I was a massage therapist for 25 years. That's a long time. It's a long time, but you know what? I've even met people that have been going longer than that. Some of them 35, sometimes 40, even longer. That's a big commitment to doing that work. And it was amazing for me. I loved what I did. Okay. And probably 3 or 4 times within that 25-year span, I got this little knock on my heart, right? Some of you, it doesn't feel like it's from your heart, but it's this little voice over here, or this little voice over here, or sometimes at the same time saying opposing things, talking to you about, what about this? Have you thought about this? Do you really want to keep going? Okay. 3 or 4 times I had those voices come in questioning me about when was I going to get on with it, which was my purpose, right? I knew from pretty much the very first week of massage therapy school that it was not the end. It was the beginning of the work that I would end up doing in the world. And so it was a catalyst, and a very good one. It was beautiful to be able to do this kind of work and transform people's bodies, right? And I kept getting the message over and over again that there was a bigger picture for me to follow, a bigger picture for me to look at. And that bigger picture came in pieces with Reiki and with fire walking and with board breaking and personal transformation work and workshops, and you name it, I did it. Counseling, I absolutely believe in counseling. Those of you who are not going to counseling and need it, like the woman that called in, I highly recommend that you look for a therapist, my sweet, because that's going to really help you heal even deeper. I did a lot of that. And yet my purpose, my life purpose, my mission was still waiting for me to act on. And so I got the golden opportunity in 2020 to finally say, okay, I may not be ready, but I'm stepping in 100%. And God help me, please, right? So I prayed and I asked, and I am now to the place of here I am. And this beautiful Awakened Academy has greatly assisted in the transformation and the really coming home to my service work in the world. And this is a beautiful way that I get to experience being of service to you, being of service to the world, being of service to my own soul's evolution, and listening to that still small voice that guides me every single day. And so if that's you, if you're wondering, am I supposed to be doing something different? Then let us know.
Yeah, let us
Get
know.
hold of Kathy.
It's I'm sorry, that small voice is really a big voice, but how often do we ignore it? That's really unfortunate, but it comes with a lot of realization when you do finally listen to it, that you get more intuitive, you get more able to hear the voice when you do listen to it and move forward to what it's telling you to do. And then life gets so much easier. And I'm not just saying this from my own perspective, but from witnessing hundreds and hundreds of people who have felt some calling, not really even sure what it is, but did themselves the service of listening to it and exploring it. Just the synchronicities that happen are so beautiful. The magic that happens when you listen to the voice, and I will never ignore it again.
I understand that one. Yep. Because what happens if we ignore it is that it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It will come back in many different forms at very different times in our lives.
Mhm.
And I look at my life and I look back way before I ever considered, I didn't even know about massage. I was like, somebody actually told me, hey, make a good massage therapist. I was like, what? What are you talking about? But I trusted my friend, right, who was going through school. And I said, why? Why would you even say that? She said, well, because I always see you caring about people and you're always touching them. You're always, putting your hand on their back, giving them a hug, saying, are you okay? She said, you care about them. And I think that would be a really good fit for you. So listen to those voices around you, folks, that are saying things like, you would make a good this or that or the other thing, because they're probably speaking from your soul. They're speaking to your soul.
Actually, another really great tip too, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you feel very unaligned in what you're doing right now, a great exercise is to really take inventory of previous experiences, whether they are personal or work-related experiences that held joy, It could even just be a brief moment in an experience that held joy, but take an inventory of all those things and you'll begin to see a thread between all your experiences that actually do have your purpose in them. It becomes more and more clear as you go through the lineage of your experiences. But it's quite eye-opening too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a sporadic journaler and I know the power of it. And so, I tell people this too, journal your experiences. There is magic in a pencil or pen and paper that is different from being at your computer.
Oh, completely.
And what's your experience with that? So that people kind of have an idea of what their difference is.
And in paper, you mean my experience of that? Well, I've had many. That's whenever I am going to focus on a new area in my life to improve, I write down my goals. I write them over and over again. In fact, there was a time when, well, it was shortly after I lost my business. My husband lost his job at the same time. We had zero income all of a sudden. And I was focused on creating abundance. I was writing my affirmation 40 times, actually. I'd heard of an exercise to write your affirmation, your wish, your goal, whatever it was, 40 times with a prosperity signature after it. So I created a prosperity signature and then do that for 40 days in a row. Well, that first time that I did that, I had a very specific amount of income that I wrote down. And my husband actually got a job offer. He wasn't looking for that job. He was recommended for a job by a very long time ago previous colleague. And it was for exactly the amount that I had written on the paper. That's the first time I did that. And it is proven over and over and over again. Whenever I am aiming to achieve or create or bring in something, I write it down. Making notes on my computer is just so I remember, but I know that it's not it's not the effective tool at all.
I'm going to do that exercise because I haven't done it. I know you mentioned it in our group that we were doing together. Oh. And I never got that done. So now that I'm coming up on a new year, folks, well, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, this is really it. This is a perfect time to do something like that and I suggest making a very short and sweet affirmation because your hand gets kind of cramped.
Okay.
When you're writing 40 times.
All right, I will do that. Those of you who want to take that on with me, I invite you to do that. So 40 days, 40
lines. Yep.
Write your affirmation that you want to take on. And you could do this as we get into the end of 2022 and into 2023. I can't believe it. It's another year coming up. Oh my goodness. So how do people get a hold of you if they are interested in your energy, in you as a coach, in Awakened Academy, anything like that?
Any and all of the above. Well, you can reach me at Awakened Academy. So Kathy at awakenedacademy.com. That's a great email to connect with me at. And we can discuss there whether this is something you'd like to chat personally with me about or look more into anything that the Academy has to offer. I'd love to actually donate a vision session here. So if I don't know, can you pick a winner somehow? I'd love to talk to somebody to just really calibrate a strong vision for this new year and create a plan to move towards it.
Well, I would love, let's see, Colton, did we get any contact information for Anita when she called in?
No, he disconnected before we could get anything.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's do it this way. Any of you who want to grab that vision session, You can do it two ways. You can contact me at the Empower Me Show at gmail.com, or you can type in me right now with Transformation Talk Radio and with your email address, or call Transformation Talk Radio and let them know that you want to be the winner for the vision class course with Kathy. Now, those are three different ways that you can do that. So last minute things that we want to share with those that are listening. You've got some things that are bubbling to the surface that you're working on.
I do. I'm actually currently writing a book about living your dream life because I absolutely am. Like I said, when I found Awaken Academy, I was experiencing a lot of loss. My life was just in the toilet in so many ways. And I'm really living a very blessed life right now. And that was only, 7 years ago. It's completely different. And so I would love to empower people to create that for themselves as well. I know that we are all far more powerful than any of our circumstances, any of our conditions, any of our beliefs that have led us to the results we currently have. Anything your heart is calling you to, I know that it's meant for you, and I know that it's possible. And for those who don't believe that, lean on my belief, lean on Pam's belief, because we are all so much more powerful than what our conditions, our current results show us. So yes, I'm writing that book. I'm very excited about that. I'm also creating a collaboration for spiritual entrepreneurs to be able to work together in community, sharing their gifts. I want to create the platform for people to express themselves, be visible. That's one thing that I've found is a common thread for spiritual entrepreneurs is somewhat of a block to showing up. But they all have such beautiful, beautiful services to provide. I want to create that.
I love it.
There's so many things. There's so many things.
Well, we've got a couple of them now heard.
Yeah.
So yay. If you want to connect to Kathy some more, folks, you can go to Kathy, Kathy, at Awakened Academy. That's AwakenedAcademy. Had to think about that. What is it? Awakened Academy, Kathy at awakenedacademy.com.
Yeah.
So we love you. We adore you. Have a wonderful, blissful Christmas. I know some of you are having a rough time. Lean on us for love and support. Go ahead and reach out to me at brightbutterflynetwork.com. That's my new Enterprises will get you there. Network is more laser. So brightbutterflynetwork.com. And we would love to support you any way that we can. Have a beautiful day. Know that my heart is reaching out to you if you're hurting. And know that the light and the love of the Creator are with you right now. And with that, Kathy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you, and we will touch base soon.
Yeah.
And Colton, thank you so much for being our producer today. We love you too. And have a wonderful, glorious 2022, folks. Until next week, we'll talk to you then. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright on Transformation Talk Radio. Tune in to learn more about living a fully empowered life. Remember that your life is up to you, and you can choose the spiritual path you are on. There is spiritual energy and wisdom in everything and everyone around you. Listen carefully for what the universe is trying to tell you in every moment. You are already being guided along your journey. Call upon your spirit guides anytime you need help with anything. Know that you are safe in every moment, even if it seems that you are not. For more information about Pam Bright, Visit brightbutterflyenterprises.com or email theempowermeshow@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you next week.